So, no, I haven't posted in almost like 2 months, but I do have an announcement. Alright, so I've been busy, and this video is to kind of keep you guys entertained while I make more good stuff. But I actually wanted to give you guys like an announcement, like an actual announcement. And that is that me and like 2 other friends are going to be making a new channel, and it's still in the works, but when it gets ready, I'll actually share it to you guys. The account's made. If you want to go look at it, nothing's posted, but it's called Post Laugh Clarity, all in one word. But I've just been busy with a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I didn't really put in my A game, but I did at least put in a little bit of effort, which is what you guys deserve. But this is to just kind of keep you guys watching something while I make some actual good videos. But I hope you enjoy this video. Stay tuned because Post Life Clarity is going to be good. And I will catch you all at a later time. Peace out. Everybody, if you hear anything clicking in the background, that's just my dog. We're here today and we're about to make a random character. This character might stay around longer than what most characters do. So think of him as like another channel character. But how we're gonna do this randomized thing is we're gonna use a wheel spinner. And I'm making this video because I couldn't really find any other video to make. I couldn't really find a build to make, and I've been focused on school, and I thought this was a really good idea. So let's start off with the kind of character we're gonna be using starting now. Okay, so it looks like we have gotten the Namek. I don't know how I'm gonna set this up, honestly. I really don't. Now, we're gonna change up the wheel spinner. We're gonna do all these body heights. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're figuring something out. Okay, so we've got several options. I made it to where it's like 3 and 1. So like if I got, let's just say it was like 1 and 2, I'd be as short as possible, but the body type would stay the same. So the first number I get is determining the height, and the second number that's in the little wheel spin is gonna be my body width. So time to get spinning. Okay, so we got 2 and 1. Weird looking fella. But yeah, now comes the really weird side of things, because now we've got to determine the head shape and all that. Okay, so now we have all 23 head types in the wheel spin, so we're gonna get that done right now. Really don't know how this is gonna work. And if you're wondering, no, I'm not gonna be randomizing the skills, or at least not yet. I want to know what I'm doing with the look of the character first before I do anything else with his skills. But yeah, let's spin the wheel. Okay, so we got head type 9, which is a little not expected. Not gonna lie, I was thinking it was gonna go for one of the lower numbers. I've never really used this head style before, so this is gonna be a first. Now we gotta figure out what kind of eyes we're gonna get. This is the part where I'm really scared of, because I don't know if I'm gonna get something that looks good or something that looks horrible, because there's only 11 eye styles on this guy. So let's get to the wheel spin. Alright, so we got I-Type 2. Not bad. Honestly, I was expecting a lot worse. Now we've got to figure out the pupils. Luckily there's only 7 of these, so I don't gotta fill out the entire thing with numbers. But I am a little worried about the kind of pupils I'm gonna get, because I don't really like these pupils, and I mean, I'll deal with them if I get them, because it's a random wheel spin. But no, it is what it is. Let's get to the wheel spinning part. Okay, so we luckily stuck with the default. Sorry if you heard anything, my phone just bumped against the mic. Not that bad of a look so far. We gotta figure out the nose though, which is gonna be weird because there are a lot of weird looking noses in this game, and I don't want something like, well, type 9 to be my nose. So let's get to the wheel spinning. Okay, we got nose type 7. A little weird looking, I'm not gonna lie, but hopefully the jaw will make up for it. So we have about, let's see, geez, 28 jaws to choose from. Yeah, give me just a moment and I'll be right with you. Okay, so we have all 28 jaws in the spin thing, the wheel spinner. Looks a little clustered, but a little cluttered. Not clustered, cluttered. But we'll see what we get. Alright, we'll see what we get right now. Okay, so we got jaw type 19. Not gonna lie, this character is looking oddly really good now. I don't know how I managed to do this with just a wheel spin, but thankfully the wheel spin is on my side. So now we just gotta figure out the ears, which thank God there's only 4 types of ears for the Namekian, because otherwise this would have been torture. Actual torture. But since there's only 4 types, we're not gonna just do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna put down the first set of numbers. Like, so we're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. And see how that goes. Alright, so now we have the set of numbers that we're gonna spin for. The most likely is probably going to be 4, because they're like right next to each other. But if we don't get those, I'm going to be very surprised. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we got ear type 1. Very unexpected. I was expecting something like 3. But 1 looks good with this guy, oddly enough. As for colors, I'm gonna be coloring him. There's way too many colors in this entire color palette for me to go number by number and all that, and just it would be way too much work. So I'm just gonna color him what I want to color him. And the things I want to color him are gonna be a very weird green shade. His inner muscle is going to be that color, and we're going to get his little trims, I think. His little, I don't know what to call those, but they're going to be as dark red as possible. And for the eyes, we're going to stick with tradition, give him red eyes. Because, as you know, my channel name is Scarlet. And if I'm going to make a character, he's going to have scarlet eyes. Or white eyes. But right now I want to stick with red. Now the clothes I'm not too worried about, so we're just gonna, I don't know, give him black and white clothes with the exception of his hands. being red, and so will his feet. There we go. Alright. Voice time. This is where we get back into the wheel thing of, you know, the wheels and all that. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to set up all 15 of these voices. Okay, so we're back after a break because I was hungry. But now we're back with the wheel spinning, and here we go. Okay, we got voice 8. Let's hear how that sounds. It's not bad. And now for the name. I'm gonna make the name because I would prefer to make the name. But we'll see how things go. Just give me a moment. Okay, we're back, and we've come up with the name Hanako Inoki. Weird name. I just went on a name generator, made up a Japanese name. This is the best that I got. I just saw it as fitting. Don't know why, but you know, that's his name. That's his Earthling name, at least. I couldn't really find a Namekian name. I didn't want to try that. But yeah, this is who you're gonna be seeing on the channel from now on, and the fight style. Ooh, should I make that a wheel generated thing? You know what? Yeah, we'll make it wheel generated. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna put it back into 3, 2, 1, and just to go the extra mile because there's only like 3 numbers, we're gonna go 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. We're gonna shuffle that up a little bit, like maybe 5 times, and now we spin the wheel and hope for the best. Let's go. Okay, so we got closer far, balanced basically. Not bad. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for ranged with this guy because he is very skinny. Now, I'm gonna cut to the scene where we actually have an outfit put together and all that. So I will see you just in a split second. Okay, we're back, and this is going to be the look for the character for the time being. I did take a little bit of time on this. I was originally going to have him with a colored outfit, like my own colors and all that, but I don't really have a lot of those kinds of outfits, so I just went with the next best thing, and I went with as much red as I could possibly grab, along with some gold, and some really dark blue. Now, if you want to see a skill set, this is what I have on his first preset so far. I don't know if Ultra Instinct is going to stay, because I don't know if you guys know this. I'm not a really big fan of it. It's a good transformation, but it doesn't really help you stat-wise, and that's just one of the main issues that I have with it, aside from I can't keep cancel at all with this. And I don't know. It's just not my favorite. It's not my cup of tea. So this might change soon, but for right now, it's staying. And as for the Super Soul, I have this. It boosts my stamina recovery speed and it gives me health auto recovery mode, so that's good. On top of that, I have this QQ Bang because me being as skinny as I am, I know I'm not going to do much strike damage, so I went with mostly Ki Blast damage and a little bit of basic attack damage. But I also wanted enough stamina and all that to do what I needed to do in case a big move comes along in this guy's skill set, like Power Rush or something like that. But yeah, that's going to be this character. He might stay around for a while. If you guys want him to stay, just comment down below like, hey, can we keep him? As a matter of fact, I might just make a post. I might make a post on my community page, making like a poll, asking you guys if you want this character to stay a part of the channel long term or short term. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna level this guy up for a few levels and see if I can't do anything with him. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Hey, I had to mute this clip, but basically what I was saying is that I've been dealing with school. I've been dealing with personal things. I've been getting a lot better though. But one of the main reasons that I haven't posted is because I've been getting copyright claimed for no apparent reason. Like I will make a video and then weeks later I get a copyright claim because it is saying that I'm using someone else's music, but in reality I'm only using the music PlayStation gave me. I've told every single copyright claim this, and I think it's a little unfair that I keep getting this kind of treatment. I haven't noticed any recently though, which is good, because I that would have kept me away a lot longer than I should have been. And I just want to kind of give some time to shout out one of my most loyal fans, because he had actually checked up on me, and he was asking where I was at in life. And I felt really good about myself because he had said that I was his favorite Xenoverse 2 YouTuber. And it's because of him that I actually wanted to come back. Now, as for the other person that I want to shout out, it is kind of a surprise, but I want to shout out my brother. I don't know how I'm going to put his name in the actual video. So if you want his channel name, I'm going to put it in the comments, the description, and I'm going to try and type it out in this video. But if I can't, you know where else they are. Like I said at the beginning, this is just to keep you guys entertained while I come up with more and more content for you guys to actually enjoy. And I do have a channel coming up, and it's not like my Spider-Man channel where I just post one video and then not do anything with it. It's going to be me, Ray, and someone you might have met before, but not like completely gotten to know. He's one of my closest buddies. Channel's gonna be called Chuckle Sandwich. Not Chuckle Sandwich. Why am I talking about Schlatt? It's similar to Chuckle Sandwich, if you've ever heard that, but the channel name is actually Post Laugh Clarity, if you want to go look at that. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of apologize for being gone for so long. Even though I said I would post every now and then, I haven't really been living up to that promise. So I'm gonna try and post. I'm not promising anything, but I'm gonna try and post. I wouldn't blame you if this video didn't get many views, because I again haven't been around for too long. Like the last video I posted was an apology, and right now I'm apologizing again for being gone for almost 2 months. So sorry for that. But something I kind of wanted to bring to light is the fact that I'm doing really poorly in school. Not so poor that I'm like on the verge of failing and repeating, but I'm doing bad enough for me to actually have to focus on them more than this. Sorry, my dog's still in the background. I wanted to release this video a lot earlier. I didn't get myself to do it, not because I didn't want to, but because I was so focused on schoolwork and personal things with my life and other people's lives that I just really had zero time to upload this video. But I'm glad I'm finally getting to put it out. By the time you see this, it's gonna be March 4th. But by the time I'm recording this little message, it's March 3rd. Because I don't post on weekends. So I just wanted to bring that to light. Sorry again. And I do hope that you guys can actually enjoy this video and find that I did try a lot more than I said I did. At the beginning, I tried a lot. I'd finally gotten the free time to do what I had wanted to do since a month ago. And I had finally gotten to work on this project because this video was I was actually really hyped to put this video up. But again, I got caught in a lot of things, and that won't happen again. Hopefully. If I can get my grades back up, and I can get my personal life under control, you guys won't have to worry about much breaks again. But I can't promise anything, because unlike Corey Kenshin, I'm not going to say I'm going to be back for a while and then just dip out unannounced. So here is a pre-warning, if you will. I don't know what else to call it. Like a warning beforehand. Like if I leave, it's because I'm busy with grades, life, or something else just completely different. And I wanted to also say that I'm glad that I've been able to make these videos with you guys. Ever since I've put out the Goku Black video, these videos have been blowing up. Xenoverse 2 is a game that makes me happy, and sometimes it gets me bored. But then I found something that just kind of reignites my love for this game, and it's genuinely a fun time every time I get on here. As for other friends, though, I don't know if you'll ever see me play with other friends. Because they all really don't like fighting against me. But, yeah. Like I was saying earlier in the video, if you want this character to stay, comment that down below. And another thing, if you did make it through this whole video and you made it through this part, comment, I watched it all, and I'll pin your comment. Like, say I watched it all, and then put anything else you want to put down, and I will pin that comment, and I will reply to you as much as you'd want, and ask me any question, as long as it's not too personal. Finally, I kind of want to bring my attention to one more thing before I close off. This is kind of like I wouldn't call it a job, right? But if you are wanting to be in one of these videos, then again, comment, I watched it all, but comment, what's a good code word I can use? Comment infinity right under the I watched it all. If you type I watched it all, then put a few spaces under it, and then say infinity, I will text you back, and we'll just talk like on something else, and we'll consider it, make a whole thing out of it. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great night or day, whichever one it is. I'm running out of time, so I will talk to you all later, and I hope you enjoy what comes up next. And I'm sorry again, but I love you guys. See you around later. Peace.